Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another Stitch With Me video. I am still working on Dark Shards Ink Circles. I said that backwards. I am still working on the Ink Circles Dark Shards piece. It will look like this when done. I am so close to finishing this. I'm going to show you. This is all I have to do. This and this, that's it. I was hoping to be done by the beginning of this week, and that didn't happen. So I'm hoping to literally be done in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to say, for sure. Because there's so many other projects that I want to get stitching on. So, again, I stitched last night and did, half of the X for the blue outline color, just so I wouldn't have to count during this video. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen my post where I had went to a stitch night, or like stitching with some ladies that I stitch with occasionally. They meet once a week and I can't always make it due to work. Holy hell, it's raining its balls off outside. I went and I stitched with them for 2 hours. We go to dinner beforehand. We went to Mission Barbecue. Oh my God, love that place. Well, I had stitched, if I can scoot the camera over, I'm going to try to scoot it over a little bit. I had stitched all of this outline, like, I want to say I was halfway. No, I'm sorry. What I was trying to do was I was trying to stitch the whole outline of the rest of it. Well, I had stitched like this much. And then I was filling it in and I came over and I'm like, oh my God. So I had to wind up ripping out all of this over here. And then I was stitching again and I found another spot where I had to tear out a whole section. I said, oh my God, was I drunk when I was trying to do that? So, word to the wise on a piece like this, in my opinion, this is how I like to attack it. I like to do one row of blocks. One row of 10 by 10. Because otherwise it just gets too confusing for me. And I can lose count very, very easily. So I basically wasted an entire night. And mind you, stayed up until, 1 o'clock in the morning on a school night, work night, to get that ripped out to a point where I wasn't finding mistakes and, I could get back to stitching it. So that was a wasted day stitching there. So yeah, I am having a frame. One of my Instagram followers and Flosstube viewers, Sarah, she does woodworking. I'm pretty sure that's her name. Yeah, because she always comments on my videos. She offered to make me a custom frame for this, and she is painting it. It's going to be a wood frame, and she is painting it with chalk paint. That is the color of DMC 3041, so it's like this purple color. She's working on it right now, and I think she finished it, so I cannot wait to get it. But yeah, this is being stitched with all of the recommended DMC, and it's on Picture This Plus 14 count Ada in Heroic, which is actually one of my favorite colors from them. Now, if you watched my last stitching update, I talked about, I want to know what Picture This Plus's secret is as to why their fabric is so soft. And I think I've cracked the code. And I'm going to mention it in my next stitching update. I'm not going to mention it here. Now, I don't know exactly what product they use, but something I found on their website gives a little bit more insight on how they deal with their fabric. Because let me tell you, their Ada is the softest Ada I've ever encountered. And I mean, it is a vast difference from other companies. So whatever they are doing, win-win. And I've placed an order with them when I sold all my other fabric. I'm still waiting to get it. I think I ordered 5 or 6 pieces. But I was blessed with 2 different gift certificates from 2 of my Flosstube fans. One for $20, one for $30. So I had $50 to spend at 123 Stitch. And what's great about ordering 123 Stitch fabric from Picture This Plus, they have options where you can order an 8 by 12 piece. I stitch a lot of small stuff for the cubby, for canvas finishes, for whatever. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to go in and I'm going to spend that $50 and I'm going to get as many 8 by 12 pieces as I can to try the different colors of Picture This Plus. So that's what I did. So I did that on Friday, I think. So hopefully that'll be here and I can show that in my next stitching update or the one after that. But yeah, so what has been going on this week besides me messing up royally on this piece and having to tear out a whole crap load? Normal work week. I have a busy work week coming up where we're on the calendar all 5 days. Yeah, I worked until 8:30 Friday night. Yeah, hate that. Especially hate that on a Friday night, but it all went okay and got the job done, and yeah. But yeah, like I said, normal, work week. My husband and I'm filming this on Saturday, February 10th, so you guys aren't going to see it for a couple days after I film. We are actually going out tonight to the melting pot to celebrate Valentine's Day early, because he is on call all next week, and with me working, all 5 days, I normally have a day off during the week. So working all 5 days, there isn't going to be much time actually to celebrate Valentine's Day, which is on Wednesday. Now, I love the melting pot. He does not care for it very much, but he indulges me because we only go there once a year because it's sort of expensive. It usually works out to I want to say $30 or $40 a person between, if you've never been to the melting pot or don't have one in your area, it is considered a fondue restaurant. Now, what that means is there are little burners at your table, and they put a silver pot down, and in the beginning, normally you order fondue, so it's cheese, and you have a couple different choices. So they bring cheese and they melt it in front of you in the pot. And then they bring you all kinds of stuff to dip it in. Apples, vegetables, bread. It's easy to get filled up just on that. But then you get a salad, which is usually really, really good. Then you get your main course, where you order a plate. And I usually get, I want to say, last time I got, because we went there for my stepdaughter's 18th birthday. So that was last summer we went. That was the last time we've been there. I got the French Quarter, where it was all meat, sausage, chicken, steak, seasoned with like Creole New Orleans seasoning. So you can order some stuff, like one I usually get has pot stickers with it, which are really, really good. But you have these skewers and you cook your food in this boiling water. And my stepdaughter likes to say that it smells like ramen when they put the spices and stuff in the water, and she's right, it does. So you cook your food in those things and you eat it. And then they bring a dessert, which includes chocolate. And so a chocolate fondue at the end where you can dip Rice Krispie treats, brownies, cake, strawberries they'll bring. Yeah, and so you're there. I mean, because you're cooking your own food, you're there for a good length of time. It's at least a 2-hour ordeal. And I like it when, when you get a whole big group of people, it's fun, but it's nice like when it's just my husband and I too, because sometimes you can get these little small tables just for 2 people, and it's pretty private and cozy. So the location we usually go to, now you got to make a reservation. You usually can't just walk in there. We just decided to go on Friday for tonight. And so when I checked the location we normally go to, they didn't have a table ready until like 9:45. And I don't have any scissors. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, I have my thread cutter ring. How about that? In my trust, I'm going to put my thread cutter ring on my thumb. So you're going to see me using that. So, yeah, I really like that. I really like that. If you guys saw my, did that go up yet? My review on that? Yeah, I think it did. Okay. So, what was I saying about the melting pot? Oh, anyway, yeah, they didn't have a table until 9:45, and I don't know about you, I don't want to wait till 9:45 to eat. So there's another location that was a little bit farther, but still within driving distance, and it was, the first reservation was 7:45, so that's still late. Like, I usually like to eat dinner like 6 or 6:30, but yeah, so 7:45 we're going there tonight. I am very much looking forward to it. It's going to be very delicious, and they have good wine, so I always get some wine. And just enjoying time with my husband, because let me tell you, today I've only seen him for about 5 minutes, and it's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. This morning he went to a fishing flea market with one of his friends where they sell fishing gear and stuff. And I had to leave my house at 11:15 to go to my sister's first futsal game. Now, if you've ever heard of futsal, it's spelled F-U-T-S-A-L. It is like soccer, but it is different, and I'll tell you in a minute how. So I had to drive about 25 minutes to where she was playing, and I didn't put that in the right hole. And oh my God, when I got there, I was already frazzled. It's pouring down rain, and then there's no parking. So I had to park at like a building behind the sports complex. I'm like, oh, great. So what's cool though is futsal is different in that the ball is in the shape of a regular soccer ball, but it's smaller and it's got more weight to it. And instead of playing on turf or grass, they play on hard floor. And I want to say hard, like, it reminded me of like a floor you would do yoga on. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's not like a floor that a basketball court. It's a little bit softer than that, but, and the court, the field, I don't know what they call it. It's smaller than a regular soccer field, so the girls don't have as much room to run. And they only have 4 players on the team and the goalie, so 5 altogether. It was a nail biter. My sister played goalie, and yeah, they lost 8-0. But she'd made some really good saves. She was upset at the end of the game, and she was crying. My stepfather is the coach, so I think he's sometimes a little hard on her. I mean, she's only in 7th grade. So, yeah, I think he sometimes needs to give her a little bit of a break. But she did really well, and it was exciting to watch it because they came so close to scoring goals so many times. So I will be going to some other games at that pavilion, but this time I'm going to leave a little bit later because the reason for the parking was that there was another game going on. So all those people were parked there, and then all the other people are coming for the next game, don't have anywhere to park. So yeah, I'm not going to get there as early this time. So I did that, but then after that, I do tax returns for my whole family. I mean, I don't have a big family, but I do my dad's, I do my mom's, I do my grandparents, my uncle, and then I do mine and my husband's. Well, You know, I know it's only like 3 or 4 returns, but it's a chore. They pay me, which is good because it's a little bit of extra, you know, seed money at that time of year. It cost me $65 for the software, so they basically pay for that, and then I get a little bit of extra. I mean, my dad pays me like $150, and he surely doesn't have to do that. But, yeah, all told, I probably make about $200 between everybody paying me, so... But anyway, my mom wanted to see how I do them, so I brought her and my sister over here after the futsal game, and we did her taxes, and then we did my grandparents' taxes because she'll just take their taxes to them the next time she has to take them to a doctor appointment. But what a pain. Oh my God, we needed this information. She had to call my stepfather on the phone. They were literally screaming at each other at the top of their lungs because he wasn't on the right website to find their checking account number, and it, oh my God. But yeah, all told, you know, I left my house at 11:15 this morning, and I wasn't done, because then I had to take them home after the taxes. I didn't get back home after all that was done until 4 o'clock. I'm like, I wanted to record some videos, just relax. No. And then tomorrow, I'm going to be running all day. I have a massage in the morning. I get a massage every 2 weeks. Then I have to go to the grocery store. I do that every week. And then I'm going to the Fairfax Library for the Northern Virginia Stitchers meetup. I missed last month because I just was burnt out and from running around town all the time, but I am going to go tomorrow. So there goes my whole day because that's about an hour and 15-minute ride. Got to be there at 2 or 2:30. I think it's 2:30. So I got to leave here, you know, about 1 o'clock probably. And then I will not get home until about 6 or 6:30 from that. So yeah, but that should be good, you know, to see everybody. Jessie Marie, Minnie, Miss Oh So Crafty, she goes to that. So yeah, it'd be good to see them. But okay. Oh, and if you notice, I have Jamberry on my nails. I don't remember if you guys watched my tutorial on the impress nails that I did. Someone who is a nurse had pointed out to me that she thought I had this nail syndrome where the nail bed, it's painless, but your nail starts pulling up from your nail bed. And I didn't go get a diagnosis, but I noticed, you know, when the nail was, I looked it up online, and I think she was right. So what I've done is for the past week, I haven't put any impress nails on. And even though they say that they don't damage your nails, I mean, I wore them every week for 6-7 months. You're probably not supposed to do that. So, and even though, you know, they're not damaging, just by removing them, by pulling up on my nail, I think I pulled my nail away from my nail bed. So my nails look horrible, though, if I don't have anything on them. And painting my nails, it's chipped in like 2 seconds. So a couple nights ago after work, I was like, what can I do? Because if I don't have anything on my nails, they also break. And I know I could get nail conditioner and things like that, but I didn't want to do that. And I remembered I still had some Jamberry stuff from when I used to solely wear Jamberry. And I'm like, well, I have to say... Now, this one's different because I had put all these on and then I messed this one up, so I had to put a different one on. But I really actually like them. And there's only like, there's a little bubble on this one. But all the other ones turned out pretty good. And I've had these on for 2 or 3 days now. And I mean, all these really are stickers. So when you go to peel them up, it shouldn't be damaging my nails underneath. So... I actually ordered some Jamberry from eBay, some new Valentine designs. So I think I'm actually going to do a little tutorial video and show you guys when it's time for these to come off, to show you how I remove and apply the Jamberry. Oh, I forgot. I don't have scissors. I have this. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that just so you guys can see, because although I do love the impressed nails, I forgot how nice these are to just have, you know, it's not a, there's no nail sticking up. Do you know what I mean? Like there's no anything to catch under, because sometimes as the impressed nails, as it goes on in the week, my hair would get caught underneath or whatever. Okay, I gotta get some more thread here. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna do that once I get those other impressed nails in. And yeah, we are, wow, we're already 20 minutes in and I haven't even answered a tag yet. I'm trying to cut this thread. I've actually gone through almost 2 skeins of 823 on this project, and I'm probably going to need a 3rd skein, and I don't think I bought it. Good Lord. Okay. I do have a tag to answer. You know, I like to keep my Stitch With Me videos between 30 and 40 minutes if I can. So the tag that I have to answer is actually called the Instagram tag. So it is 11 questions, and I actually looked through them first because some of the questions I had to go look on my Instagram account, and I film on my phone, so I had to go look on my Instagram account on my phone to jot down the answers to some of these questions. So let's get started. Question number 1 is, what's your username? My username is the same as my YouTube channel. It's Stitcherista. I had a different name because I've had my account for years and years, and I've just never used it up until last year. And that's one of the questions, actually. I had it like Coffee Queen or something like that. And then when I started really getting into it with my stitching and my YouTube channel, I said, you know, I'm going to change my name to Stitcherista on there. That way everyone can identify with me from my YouTube channel. Okay, yep, question number 2. When did you create your Instagram account? 2013, believe it or not, because I went back and I looked at my very, very first post, but I wasn't truly active on it until October of 2016. So going on a year and a half almost. Okay, question 3. Which is the first picture you posted? Like I said, I looked back on my account, and the first picture I posted was a stack of 5 or 6 books I had bought at Barnes & Noble. That was before I had a Kindle, I'm pretty sure. So I was posting a stack of books that I had just bought and I wanted to read. Yeah, I didn't have many followers yet, though. Okay, number 4, how many times do you log in per day or week? Now I'm just going to do per day. I put 6 or 7. That may seem a lot, right? Anytime I have a break from work, when I go downstairs at night to spend time with my husband when we have dinner, I am literally constantly checking it, just because I'm checking it for people sending me messages or commenting on my posts, especially if I've posted something that day. I will check it quite frequently because I like to, you know, tap the heart for every comment that someone leaves on my post, just to acknowledge that I've read it. And to respond if someone has actually asked me a question, just like with my YouTube channel. You know, when I do a post on Instagram, I like to monitor it so I can like your comments, respond, and then I also, you know, get quite a few messages. So, yeah, I actually check it quite a bit. Plus, and then it's so easy just to scroll through for a minute or two and see what everybody's doing, and yeah, just really, really like Instagram. Okay, what is your worst picture? Question 5. You know, I have to be honest, I scrolled through just about every picture that I've put on there, and I don't see any pictures that are bad. I'm really conscious and careful when I do a post. There have been plenty of times where I've wanted to do a post and I've taken the picture and the picture looks horrible, so I don't post it. Yeah, so I'm going to say none. I'm going to say there aren't any worst pictures. All of mine are pretty good on there. Okay, which picture has had the most likes? The picture that has had the most likes is the one I took of a selfie of me and my husband during my last chemo treatment. That had 860 likes. So that was the one that had the most likes. Yeah, and no wonder, right? Okay, number 7. We're going through these pretty quick, so it's probably going to be a half hour for this video. How many followers do you have, and how many people are you following? I have 2,342 followers on Instagram, and I am following 1,144. Now that's quite a bit, because you know how hard it is to actually see everybody's posts that you're following. Because I mean, and I even take myself into that, because there are times where I will do multiple posts in a day. It's really hard to keep up with Instagram, with what everyone's posting. So I know I miss things, there's no doubt, and I'm sure that you guys do too. Okay, question 8. Who is the last person who liked one of your pictures? Well, when I looked right before I started filming this video, Utter Chaos Mom, she had liked one of my pictures. It was the picture I put on there last week of the container of Land O'Lakes hot chocolate. And boy, some of you had never even heard of that hot chocolate. Let me tell you, that is the best hot chocolate mix I have ever had. And most of the time, I can only find the packets. They sell them individually. But I have one grocery store in my area that is not a chain. It only has 2 grocery store locations, period. And they sell it in this big container. And man, all I do is I, run water, get hot water from my Keurig. Oh my God, it's so good. I just had a cup right before I started filming this video. Okay, number 9. Name one brand or celebrity you are following. And then one brand or celebrity who follows you, if there is any. I tried to look through a bunch of my followers. I couldn't find any brand or celebrity that is following me. I follow a couple celebrities, not a lot. But I follow Impress Nails, of course, please. But one of the funniest celebrities that I follow, which is fairly new, is Oliver Hudson. He's an actor. Kate Hudson, Goldie Hawn's children. I don't know if Oliver Hudson is Goldie Hawn's son, though. I know that Kate Hudson is his sister. So yeah, I'm not sure on that. But he does the Instagram stories almost every day, and they are hilarious. I mean, he keeps it real, talking about his kids, talking about his life. Really, really funny. And then I follow some other celebrities. Who do I follow? Reese Witherspoon, Pink. A couple people that actually, post some real life stuff, not just all the glam stuff, you know what I mean? Okay. Number 10, show us your top 3 pictures. I'm going to insert them here. The top 3 pictures that I found, as you just saw. 1, my last chemo treatment. That's the most popular one that I have ever put up on Instagram. But a close second was when my husband shaved my head. When I started losing my hair in clumps and gobs, and it was so devastating that I just told him, when you come home, just shave it off. I can't take it. I can't take losing it like that. I was losing just gobs of it in the shower, and when I went to brush it or dry it, it was horrible. So yeah, so that picture was a close second. And then third was when I finished Nora Corbett's Peony Pixie. I cannot stitch anymore with that thread. Wow, this is actually a lot nicer to use, I have to say, and easier than picking up a pair of scissors. I don't have to stop, pick up anything. It's right here on my finger. I think I need to start using this. I'm telling you. I think I'm actually going to take this tomorrow when I go to the stitch meetup thing. Yeah. Because this has been sitting in my little bin since I did the review. Okay. But yeah, the Peony Pixie. You know that was going to be a favorite. Oh my God, that picture looked so good when I took it, put it on Instagram. But yeah, okay, the last question, and we are at 31 minutes, so this will take us into the end. What is the last picture on your Instagram feed? The last picture is of my LuLaRoe fox pants that Jill got me last year as a present. I wore them on Thursday, and I posted a picture of me in them just because I thought you guys might like to see that. And that was it. I'm not even going to thread this now that I'm done talking. So, but yeah, that's it for that Instagram tag. And we're at 32 minutes, so that's a good time for me to end this. I hoped you guys stitched along with me and enjoyed hearing about my week and me answering the tag for Instagram. As always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.